Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite, but used to be my least favorite topics, and that is money. Money beliefs and the false money beliefs that you have and how it's limiting you, and just how to build the abundance of money in your life by tackling 4 false beliefs that you may have. And we'll just kind of cut them out at the roots, and you guys can take it for what it is and move on and hopefully get rid of these false money beliefs in your life. Okay, so first of all, money is not a positive or a negative thing. Money is simply a tool that we need to live, really, to get food and clothing and things for our home. And oh, my hair is weird. Sorry guys. It's like one of those days where it's like cloudy, so we're just rolling with it. Anyway, so money is not positive or negative. It is just a tool we need in our lives. It's the vehicle that we use to get from point A to point B, or to buy stuff and provide value. So with money, we personally need to show up in a bigger way. We need to show these false beliefs that we do not believe in these things and that we are better than that, right? Okay, so false belief number 1 is basically that we are unconscious to our money situation, or we let someone else take the reins on our financial situation. So if we let someone else hand it for you, you are actually losing that power, and you no longer get to decide what happens with you and your money, which is kind of a huge thing. When you give your power to someone else or to something else, you become powerless, essentially, and you are no longer capable of making rational decisions in regards to that money. So if you are unconscious with your money, if you are just like, oh, just let someone else handle it, like I know, for example, myself, I was done dealing with money with my husband, and I said, you just do it. Just do whatever you want. Just budget it and manage it, and then give me an allowance, because I spent a little too much money sometimes, which is fine if you have the money, right? And it was stressing my husband out, so I handed the reins over to him, and it got more out of control because I was subconsciously like, oh, it's fine because my husband will manage it, so I can spend more, which in reality is the exact opposite. So you need to know your worth. You need to know that you are able to handle it, and you need to know that you are capable of handling it and not turning that financial struggle over to someone else. Okay, number 2 kind of goes along with number 1, and it is that you are not good with money. That is a total false belief. You need to pay attention to the tools that you have and pay attention to the money that you have to better relate to your money. Now, I know that kind of doesn't really make sense, but if you are saying you're not good with money, then money is going to not be good to you. So you need to build that positive relationship with your money and train and rewire your brain to be good with money. Do you know of any babies that are born and can walk and talk and ride a bike as soon as they're born? No, they have to learn it. Pavlov, I don't know if any of you have heard of Pavlov, he did a study with dogs about saliva. Totally not even related, but you can use that same theory to rewire your brain about money. So for instance, say that you don't even look at your balances in your checkbooks or your bank account every day. To rewire your brain to think that it's a good thing to look at your money and to know where you're at with money, open your account and then tell yourself that It is a positive, happy experience. Make yourself feel good while you are looking at financial situation, while you're looking through your bank account and through your expenditures. You do that enough days in a row. I think it's like 21 days to form a habit. If you do that for 21 days consecutively, by the end of those 21 days, you will just naturally feel happy when you go and look at your bank account. Okay? So you can be good with money. You just have to train your body to be good with money, and train your mind, not your body. Train your mind to be good with money, and you will build that positive relationship with money. Okay, number 3. Whoa. Number three. This is kind of a big one. So lots of people associate money with greed or money with non-spirituality. So the third belief is that people who are rich are greedy or are not spiritual in their lives. And because we feel that way, we subconsciously don't want money in our lives because we don't want to be greedy, and we want to be spiritual. And I don't, if you've ever had like a negative judgment against someone, you know that you don't want that to be related to you as well. So, like I said, we subconsciously train ourselves to think that money is related to this bad thing that we have associated with these other people, whereas it's not that at all. We personally have no clue what they did to get their money. They may have worked their butts off for years and years to get that money, and they probably deserve it. We go into things thinking that they were dishonest or immoral about receiving their money. They stepped on other people's backs to get to where they are, and that is just not always the case. Money is a stand-in for value. So we trade money for more value. So money equals value. So it just goes to show that if we want to increase the value in our lives, we will either have to trade value for value or money for value, which what we just talked about, money is value essentially. So one way to change this view is to look at money and think, okay, what value can I get from this? Or what value can I give from this? So where in the world can you add value? If you want to increase your value or your money, you need to continue to ask yourself, where can I add value in this world? Who can I give value to today to increase my value? And again, if money equals value, then when you are giving value, you should receive value yourself, whether that's money or abundance or whatever it may be. It may not be a monetary value you're getting in return, but you will receive value for the value that you put out. Okay? So, number 4, I am not blank enough. So I am not smart enough. I am not talented enough. I didn't come from a good enough background. Any of those limiting beliefs are totally false. I mean, no one will value you more than you value yourself. So what do you value about yourself? If you are thinking negatively about yourself and thinking that you don't deserve things, then you will reflect that into the universe, essentially. It's the law of attraction. So if you don't value yourself and you don't value who you are and what you have to offer, then the world won't value you back. So you want to learn what you value about yourself, and you want to put it out there and let it be known so that the world knows that you value yourself, because no one honestly is going to value as much as you value yourself. Not your spouse, not your kids, not your mom. I know that sounds crazy, but you value yourself more than anybody else values you. So depending on how much you value yourself will depend on how much everyone else values yourself. So a way to build your self-love in a very tangible way is this. So every night before you go to bed, I want you to write down in a notebook 3 things you love about yourself, or 3 things that you did to provide value for someone else. Okay? When you do this every day, again, for 21 days or 30 days or whatever you want it to be, it builds that muscle. It builds that muscle of self-love, of self-caring. It builds that muscle of appreciation for yourself. It makes you better in business and as a human being because you are constantly looking for ways to better yourself or to better the value you add to other people's lives. So celebrate yourself, celebrate all that you are, and know that you are amazing. Find your value and then put more value on top of that. Everyone in this world has something special to offer someone else. So you just need to find that special something and then build upon that. And again, abundance is a lot of things. It doesn't have to be just money. It can be abundance in your health, in your relationships, in your way of life. Just anything that is good can be abundance for you. So, what is holding you back today? What of these 4 limiting beliefs do you have? Or is there another one that I missed? Please comment below and let me know. I really want to know what's holding you back. And I want to know one thing that you can take to demonstrate that you are ready for a new belief, that you want to kick these false money beliefs out of your life and start living a more abundant life. Again, comment below. And if you find value in my videos and you like seeing my cute face all the time, definitely subscribe and share this video because I would love, love, love for you to come back, and I would love for your friends to see it. If you know someone who has a limiting money belief, like definitely tag them in this video, send it to them, let them know that they are not alone. So many people have limiting money beliefs. And just keep working towards your dreams, and I will see you next time.